What's poppin', everybody? Brenboy here, B-boy style, chilling with my good friends across the street. Big shout out to Jimbo and Birdy for having me, you know.
Send me back to Oregon. I'm from Oregon. I drink my coffee, smoke my reefer in the morning. I roll 2 J's up and then I domed them. And when I'm done touring and performing, send me back in this small town, Dutch bros on every corner. And we take.
Here we go. What is good? I'm here today with Birdy Lee and our guest Brenboy. How are you, my friend?
Hey, every day's a holiday, brother.
Oh, it's so nice having you on the show, man. Great to finally meet you. How you been?
Hey, every day's a holiday for me, man. I really do live it like that too. Like, hey, Christmas or a Tuesday, it doesn't matter. I'm up, you know.
We're out here on Burnside today. Mad Greek Deli was our jump-off point, but parking was crappy, so we had to meet across the street.
Here we go. Here we are.
So we got a chance to check out the new album that's slowly creeping its way out there. Looks like you dropped that. When was that?
That was 2-22, 222.
Ooh, white butterflies.
That's right.
I'm so excited to hear it.
Yes.
Tell us more about it.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, the album was, the title and everything was conceptual. You know, I had a friend pass away in my hometown in Southern Oregon, a lot of ODs, you know, just randomly, right? So I had a good friend of mine, OD in the beginning of 2020, like right before the pandemic started. And after he died, I just kept seeing 222 everywhere. Everywhere. It was crazy. I'd be thinking about him, and I'm like, what time is this? 222. Or I'd be thinking about him, and I'd be passing exit 22. And then the same thing, you know, in my neighborhood in North Portland, I'd be walking around the neighborhood, sipping coffee, smoking reefer in the morning, and a white butterfly just passed right through my face.
Wow.
And then I'd be just, you know, walking, not thinking, I got the headphones in, just listening to whatever, and a white butterfly just flies across my face. It was so weird. It just kept happening. So I kind of took it as a sign, you know, I'm kind of a hippie in that sense, so I'm like, all right, 2-22, white butterflies, you know, kind of representing like, you know, it's hard to tell a butterfly when it's in its caterpillar stages,
Yeah.
you know, but it's like, don't you think the butterfly always knew that it was going to have wings eventually?
Yeah.
That's the question.
So special.
You're super Oregon, the whole feel to it. Even some of the other songs we heard talking about your girlfriend from Estacada and like just an Oregon grown kid, right? I mean, Grants Pass roots, from
Grants
what I understand.
Pass, that's right. I was born in Heidelberg, Germany.
Okay.
I moved to the United States when I was a little kid and grew up there in Southern Oregon, right on the border of Cali and Oregon. So that, you know, North Cal, Southern Oregon type of vibes, you know, it's more industrial than up here in the city, you know, and in SoCal in the city. So NorCal and Southern Oregon are kind of intermingled. They call it the state of Jefferson.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I represent is that type of environment for the homegrown hustlers, you know?
Yeah, in some of your music videos, I seen you're into cannabis.
Yes,
Tell
definitely.
us more about that.
Definitely grew up in horticulture, you know. The things that we got going for us in Grants Pass is Dutch Bros Coffee, came from my hometown, you know.
Nice.
Those dudes actually went to my high school. And soil, we have the best soil some of the best soil in the world to grow. They like, when you drive into my hometown, there's a big sign that says, "It's the climate." And we all are winking at it like, yeah, I know what you mean by that, and it certainly is, you know.
Rest in peace to my father. He spent the last years of his life there in Grants Pass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right off M Street there. So.
What brought him down there?
He was down there. He worked for Caveman Towing, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah.
So shout out to Caveman Towing. They were real gracious to him there all the way to the end. So
That's what's up.
yeah, and shout out to M Street. Yeah.
M Street, that's right. The skate park on M Street, man.
There is, yeah.
I grew up at that skate park, you know, moving and grooving.
So what have you been up to otherwise? I know you're a busy fella. Rip City Basement, of course. Something you're really known for, I would say.
I'm moving and shaking and making new fans. All I got to do is smile and shake hands.
Ooh.
Different breeds, same man, on and off cam. Every time I shop, I'm popping a couple bands. Yeah.
Ooh.
I've been just doing a lot of radio stuff for artists for the past 5 years. I'm the urban music director and hip hop coordinator at 90.7 FM KBOO.
Shout out to KBOO.
Shout out to KBOO on Burnside. We're on 18th right now, and they're down there about 10 blocks on Burnside and 8th. I started as a radio DJ there, just hosting shows and putting artists on the airwaves. And then, you know, I was just bringing so much attention to the radio station. It was kind of hard not to pass me the baton, you know, and ever since then, I just been slaying away at KBOO, you know, just slaying it, helping artists grow.
We love KBOO here in town. It's I've lived here my entire life, 44 years, and that's part of the formative hip hop culture, if you will, I think.
You know. For
our city, so.
You know.
So many great people. You could name 1,000 names. Reverend Shines. All Tim 33 1/3 with the movement.
Woo! Talk to him.
Man, come on. We've heard it all. Love KBOO. So thank you for your involvement there. Really appreciate you.
Absolutely. It's fun, you know, like as an artist, I was always looking for ways to put myself on and looking for outlets, media outlets. And you know, when you don't have, I guess, all the resources that you need, you kind of got to go get it yourself. And so when I was in like a power position to help out other artists, it was a no-brainer. It was like, I know what it was like being in that position where like, I know my music is good. I just need somebody to play it, to push it, you know? So now I'm that guy for artists, and it's a no-brainer to help out the people that I believe in, you know?
That's a great feeling. This show's based on that.
Awesome.
We really love to see and highlight the endless amount of talent there seems to be in our city.
Endless
amount.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew that people would be looking towards this corner of the map eventually, you know, and I always had my sights on 2020. You know, back in the day, I'd say I got that 2020 vision, right? And then, boom, like, I felt like Portland's like a wave, you know, whoever's surfing that wave, right when it breaks, you're going to ride that thing to the foam, you know? And it just so happened in 2020, we got a lot of attention on us for not the reasons I thought we would, but nevertheless, we got it. And so now there's a bunch of us artists out here who have like stapled our names to the city, and we're kind of, you know, getting that low-hanging fruit that's coming into the town. It's like they're looking at artists like, okay, who's been doing this? Who kind of is on that professional tip? And there's a handful of us that are ready for that next level, you know?
Yeah.
There's the music business, and then there's the music industry, you know?
Oh.
And so you kind of got to be honest with yourself, look yourself in the mirror and decide and like recognize where you're at with those at those levels, where you want to be, and then the yoga is how you're going to get there. And that's where I come into play.
So, hey, if you watch the show enough, we do bring everybody a gift. Courtesy of the staff here today at Cross the Street, we'll get you your official Cross the Street tee.
Yes!
So you'll be rocking that, hopefully, and some pictures and videos for us that we'd love to see you represent.
Off the dribble. This is cool. I always liked your guys' logo, too. I think
Appreciate it. Shouts to Rush One. Rush One did it for us.
Sick.
Also, our featured gear today, we got the Rated Ill. Courtesy of my big friend Wino. Big Wino there, former guest on the show, represent with the Rated Ill cap.
Shout out to Big Wino.
Late arrival on the show. Late arrival, guess who it is? Come on, step over. It's Montesha, former guest Montesha Brackins.
And this is for you. Happy
Oh my gosh.
Oh, happy belated.
Thank you so much.
Loving the nails always.
Oh,
And
yes.
have you ever met Brenboy? This is
you.
Brenboy.
No, I have not, but I have a gift for you. Here you go. This is my book. I'm a self-published author. Here's some kombucha to clear your mind.
I love
Ooh,
kombucha.
kombucha.
There we go.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
And it matches your outfit.
Thank you. It's nice meeting you. Yeah, look at you. I love it.
Thank you so much for coming through, Montesha.
No,
we
thank
really
you guys for
appreciate
having
it.
me. I appreciate y'all for having me out here.
If there's ever anything we can do for you in the future, you know where to find us.
I know exactly where to cross the street.
Hey, cheers, Ben.
Yeah. Cheers.
He's in Miami right now doing the whole B-boy thing.
Yeah, he's done a really good job of that, spreading that word around here, too.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, Brenboy, B-boy style, you know, it's in my name. So I love seeing B-boys get busy on the floor. And
You've also done a great job of highlighting some of the dance community here in town. We noticed we have a good friend, Kelsey, in one of your videos from Fused.
oh, yes.
You were also down there at Fused, it looks like a couple years back for that music video that you filmed there. That looks like a fun time, yeah?
Oh, yeah, you know, I'm like an honorary member of the Fuse Dance Collection. You know, I am a dancer there. Like, I actually take classes there, and Carlos is our teacher there.
Hey, shout out to Carlos. We're going to be seeing him on the 30th of this month, actually.
I'm so excited.
Shout out to Carlos.
Yeah.
He's an awesome guy, man. I like his dance style, too. So, yeah, I've been dancing. I started with Mari Nakama doing hip-hop choreography, and then I moved to Fused and started, you know, I knew Kelsey was opening up this studio with Carlos, and you know, Kelsey and I have done several videos together, several projects. So when she told me about the studio, I was like, all right, I got a new home. This is my new dance spot.
Yes. I'm looking forward to working with them too in the future too. I love dancing.
Oh yeah? What kind of dance do you do?
I do a little bit of everything. I like to try new stuff too, so I'm like open. I don't have one style, but I could do jazz, lyrical, hip hop. It's all good. What kind do you like?
Okay, this is crazy. This is for across the street only, all right? Breaking news.
All right, here we go.
Breaking news. My first dance that I ever got into, like serious, was ballet.
Yes.
Dope. That's all right.
I danced in a ballet company for over a year and a half because my whole thing was like,
Did you go to school in Germany then?
no, I moved to the United States when I was 3.
3. So you know all your schooling was done in
All
the
my
States.
schooling was done in the United States. You know, I come from a Mexican-American background, you know, Chicano specifically, you know. So, you know, that was kind of my culture, you know, is just American Mexican, you know, country boy style, kind of that blend. But hey, down there, I mean, I was obsessed with Tupac. I always thought like, and I still kind of am, but I'd be like, okay, if you want to be as good as Kobe Bryant at basketball, well, what was he doing? Waking up early, shooting a bunch of shots at the gym before his team got there. Do you do that? No. Well, then you're never going to be as good as Kobe Bryant.
Nope.
And so I thought the same way about sports, because I was an athlete in high school. I thought the same way about sports as I did rapping. Rapping's the hardest sport I've ever played, you know, no matter how hard you try. It doesn't matter how many reps, how many push-ups you do, how good you are. There's so many other factors to making it.
Yeah.
So I treated it like another sport. And I thought like, okay, look at Tupac. You know, he went to school for poetry. You know, he danced ballet with Jada Pinkett Smith. You know, he got into acting. So he's revered as one of the greatest of all time. So me, myself, if I'm even shooting for something remotely close to that, I need to do the things that Tupac did, which one of them was dance ballet.
Yes.
That's how serious I am about
Some
this.
of the greatest NFL wide receivers partaked in ballet, so it's not too far out of the realm. But let's see, what do you got? Let me see what do they
Let's see.
give us
No,
a good
you hide me.
Let's see. Let's do something. Duo dancing. Let's do some duo.
A little ballet. Oh man. See, the male ballet dancers, we're here just to support the females and to dip them and spin them and lift them up like Macho Man. What's up? You know, dipping and swinging.
Where's your hometown now? You're here in Portland now, and you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
back and forth to the Southern Oregon there.
Yeah, I'm up and down this I-5 like crazy, you know. But I live here in Portland. I've been here since '08, so I've definitely, you know, like I said, stapled myself as a Portland player.
Sure.
But really, this year, I just got back from Miami myself. I spent 8 days out there just having the time of my life.
Oh, that's amazing.
Networking, but just, oh my gosh. I had such a good time. And that made me think, like, my base can be here in Portland, but I need to travel more. I need to step out now that I'm, you know, moving a little bit more heavy with my career. I need to step out and do the whole
Have you made
thing.
extra steps then? Have you taken some extra steps to, like, with your new album release, to really trying to push this new project into the forefront, or like something big, or?
Yeah, well, this is my first artist under a major label. So I signed with
Universal, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we're distributed by Universal, but I signed with Tiffany Gaines. SS Global is the name of her label. And we're distributed under Universal's umbrella, which is, you know, there's only 3 majors left: Universal, Warner, and Sony. So if you can find some way to wiggle yourself in a situation where you're under their umbrella, then you get some of those major perks.
Yeah.
So my promo, the stuff that I've been doing for promo, and the opportunities that I've had to promote the album have just been way, I'd say, wider than my independent projects, you know. So I'm definitely doing some unique stuff, like traveling around. I just played a show in my hometown where we live streamed everything.
Oh, tight.
So that should be coming out. The video's already on YouTube because it was live streamed. But I'm going to be getting the raw footage so I can put it out, you know, little clips of what I did. That should be coming out in a couple days.
You must be like a superhero in Grants Pass down there, huh?
That part. I mean, there's hippies doing the whole reggae thing, and I love that. But there's no other like rappers, people who are actually rapping, you know, trying to play, like, do the rapper thing from Grants Pass. Where is that? You know, like, that's a joke to some people, you know, like Grants Pass rapper is like a joke.
The Dutch Brothers that you speak of, though, the original Dutch Brothers there that's on the Strip, they call it, where they cruise up and down Friday, Saturday nights.
Yep, you know.
I participated in some of that, and let me tell you what, the town does come out 10, 15 years ago for that place was packed.
Oh yeah.
That parking lot was packed on a Friday night.
You're so right. 10 years ago, I mean, 10, 15 years ago, yeah. I mean, just around that time, that's what we were doing, was linking up in the Dutch Bros parking lot on 6th Street. Everybody would be in their lifted trucks and their sports cars, bumping Mac Dre, bumping crazy Bay Area hyphy music. That's what it was for us back then, was just nothing but the hyphy.
Right? Yeah.
And we'd be slamming beers in the parking lot, just texting people, hey, where's the party at? And then once a shot caller in the parking lot gets the message like, oh, the party's on Beacon Drive, they tell everybody, and you just see a bunch of cars. Vroom, 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 vroom. They all follow each other to the house party. Whose parents are gone this weekend? All right.
Wow. Well, we ripped through about 15 minutes there pretty quick, my friend. You want to let's go for a little walk over here, see if we can get some trouble over here.
Right on.
Look at this, though. How about this little couch setting? That's kind of nice.
Oh, nice little living room, an outdoor living room.
Outdoor living room.
Portland's newest park right here.
Looks a little saturated to sit on. But you want to give us some special love, shout outs, PSAs on the way out of here and we wrap this up?
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Cross the Street for having me.
Hey.
I love the content that y'all be putting out. It's super cool. As a host myself, I can appreciate good art behind the media. So big shout out to Cross the Street. I wish you guys all the success moving forward. Shout out to K-Boo for having me on the air and not kicking me off just yet. Appreciate that. And all the artists that are actually moving and shaking and trying to make it happen here in Portland, hey, respect. Anytime someone tells me I'm a rapper from the P, what's going on? I'm excited, man. I'm excited. So shout out to everybody, all the artists who are trying to level up this year. Come rock with us at the Rip City Basement.
Yeah, big ups to K-Boo. Shout outs to Brentboy. Much respect on your new project. 2222, right?
That's right, baby.
Yeah. If we can never do anything in the future, you just let us know. We'd love to help you.
Awesome.
Other than that, again, Bipolar Portland, the show always takes care of us. It was snowing on the way here, right, Birdie?
Yes, that's what I'm like. I don't know if it's gonna snow or rain.
I wasn't sure either.
And
We're
now
just
it's like
prepared. Just prepared in Oregon.
nice blustery summer, mid-spring day, I guess.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, get home safe. Cheers, friend.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.